Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris and we've got Bargain Bell for our Saturday night chat, our Saturday night live. We just finished watching Ant and Dec. I wonder if you guys did as well, which was good.
Yeah.
Considering there was no audience and a show that thrives off of an audience, I think they did a good job.
Yeah, a bit like us. That's what they've been doing, just talking to themselves.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sorry we were a bit late.
Can I just defend myself before he even goes anywhere with this? I was making us a drink, not just me.
And then what did you do? You went for a poo, didn't you?
No, I did go to the bathroom and go for a poo.
Okay, so
got no toilet roll for that.
Yeah, if you've seen the Instagram post, sat on the toilet with no toilet roll.
Yeah,
that was a joke, by the way.
Yeah, we do have one roll left.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. There was a few people in early doors. We've got Linda and Gaz. Hi.
Hope you're feeling well.
Oh yes. Yeah, I hope you're feeling well.
You've not gone completely stir crazy with your self-isolating.
Anna the Loopy Lass. Hope everyone's staying well. Let's all listen to the advice and stay safe, basically. Andrew was third in. Rebecca Turner.
Hi, Rebecca.
Who else have we got? We've got Ian. We've got Chris. Let's see. Lots of people saying hello to each other, which is good. Haggis Lover. Oh, it's jumped. Oh, you know what? I wish StreamYard would sort this out and let me control the chat. It just jumps.
As you can see, Chris is already going stir crazy.
Mr. Diggs is in. Hi. Oh, hang on a second. Our number one fan, Georgina.
Hi.
Very, very loyal subscriber. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about. Trotters is in. London's Loft. Hello. Thanks for joining us. Linda and Gaz self-isolating for another 14 days.
That's
Kids have it now. Asthma flares up. Yeah. Oh dear.
It's bad, but unfortunately, it is obviously. It's going to be everybody's fate sooner or later.
Lexi Lou collection. Yes, it is. Sorry, I totally interrupted you there.
Yes, you did.
Go on, carry on.
How rude. How very dare you?
Get on with it then. Go on. What were you saying? You were talking about Linda and Gaz self-isolating.
No, I was just saying that, ultimately, if people don't start self-isolating when they're carrying this bug around, that it's going to be all our fates at some point. They're going to take it out of our hands.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're heading for complete lockdown, aren't we? But I'm going to try not to talk too much about the virus this week. We're going to get back to reselling.
Sick of hearing about it, aren't we?
Lexi Lou says, Car Boot Chris is a City fan. Yes, unfortunately for my sins, I am a Blue. All my life, for the entire 20 years of my life, I've been a City fan.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to say that was my story too, but I was a United fan for about 20 years.
Get the fuck out of here now. Get out. I'll throw you out the window.
Well,
at least you've come over to the right side.
You converted, man.
I've just demonetized my whole stream by that. Thanks. Carl Phillips says, hi all. Been binge watching your vids. Was due to go on my first kilo sale tomorrow, but with all that going on, it's off. Hope you're well. Yeah. Oh, thanks for watching though, Carl. Thank you. And I was scheduled to go to a kilo sale in Exeter, which, when was it? Early April, but obviously that's been cancelled now, which is a shame. But
all I can say is this whole situation must be driving people completely crazy if you are binge watching our channel. I mean, come on. I get binge watching Breaking Bad or, something really cool, but us, of all people, us.
Well, I've got nothing else to do, have they?
Obviously me that's bringing people to that channel.
They've got nothing else to do. Georgina says the
other
option was come on. I think Andrew was just trying to get a private chat with you.
Ooh.
Okay, so there's lots of Fred Chapman's in, Oliver Ian's. Oh, I need to, guys, I've still got those 3 hats. Remember, I've still got those 3 hats. Send me a message.
They're unclean now. He doesn't want them.
I'll wipe them down with some tissue or something. Send me a message. Just remind me your address. I'm happy to send them to you. No problem.
And all I can say is, it really must be bad because my niece has just joined the chat for the first time ever.
Ooh, well, is she on the chat?
Remy Rue's in there for some reason. She has quacked at us.
Quacks?
Quack, quack, back.
What's
I have no idea.
Why are you quacking at us?
She's always been a little weirdo. Obviously, things never change. She takes after her auntie. Hi, Remy. She's obviously missing us since we've moved, so she's felt like she has no other option than to watch us on a Saturday night.
Something to do, innit? Yeah, don't worry. Just drop me a line with your address, guys, and I'll send it. I probably got it somewhere, but just for ease, just send it me again. Rebecca says, my plan is to stay at home. I just want a home delivery slot so I didn't have to carry everything up 2 flights while on crutches. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's not good. Good luck with the home delivery slots, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Thankfully, we haven't got to that point of needing it yet.
So how's today's show going to go? Well, what we're going to do, it's been a reasonably quiet week sales-wise, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you every single sale that I've done this week on eBay. We'll screen share and we'll show you every sale. And you can see there's absolutely no rhyme or reason to anything. It's the most random bunch of, I was going to say junk, but it's quality merchandise, apparently.
Yeah, but we were saying this the other day, you were kind of going, yeah, everybody's self-isolating. They need jigsaws, they need games, they need a vintage calculator.
Yeah. They need cushion covers. And the number of cushion covers I've sold this week.
Maybe they're turning them into masks.
Putting on
the heads.
I've sold a strange bunch of stuff this week. So people must be going mental in the house and thinking, what can I buy? So yeah, I'm going to share every sale from the last 7 days so you can see what I've sold. It's not a huge amount, but it's keeping the store ticking over, which is good. And bear in mind, I'm coming in off having a week of no listing at all when we did our move. So I'm still in the shops in catch-up mode, if you like. So there's a few factors into play, but it's still some decent sales in there, which we'll show you in a bit.
You were saying, weren't you, to me the other day, that you feel like you can't get into any sort of a routine because of everything that's going on now? No,
I'm just finding, because we've moved, I wanted to get into a routine really quickly to get the business back up and running. And I've just not been able to do it at all for obvious reasons. My plan was sort of to spend the morning out sourcing in charity shops and going online and sourcing retail arbitrage and stuff.
Now we're spending the morning sourcing in the cupboard in the hallway.
Yeah. And then spending afternoons
put your coat hat and shoes on and feel like you're going out.
Yeah, I tell you what, you get a box of stuff, spread it all out on the floor outside, like a garage sale, and I'll come and pick from you.
It's all bloody everybody else on the
problem
street,
is I wouldn't pick any of it. It's all shit. So yeah, I can't get into any routine at the moment. I'm all over the show, and yeah, I expect maybe a lot of you are in the same now, because this is not normal for us.
Not normal.
Not to be able to go out buying stuff. We're having to find other ways, aren't we?
I'm used to not normal, so it's all good.
Let me see what else we've got going on.
No one, everybody's that engrossed with how fantastic we are. No one's chatting.
I'm sure this chat will catch up in a minute. Yeah, and also I'm going to talk about eBay's actions to try and help us as sellers, whether you think they're good, bad, indifferent, what should they be doing. We'll talk about that in a bit. Not now. Don't type it now. Wait. And do any of you have any plans for other income sources if you think it's going to be a bit tight over the next few weeks, couple of months, whatever? But we'll talk all about that in a bit.
Andrew's put a question on.
Oh, has he?
How is my new job? That's a good question. It's a bit like everything else at the moment. Strange. Because obviously I was due to start, well, I have started with the Devon and Cornwall Police, and I'm in the at-risk category. Stop winding people up. You couldn't have posted it, like plastered it anymore.
I didn't plan it.
Things are just a little bit strange at the moment. I've been given the option to self-isolate if that's what I want to do, and I'm secure in my job and everything else is fine. But at the moment I'm choosing not to, because I don't want to self-isolate before I have to. And I'm lucky in the fact that the setup I have at work, my office is right next to an exit and an entrance, so I don't technically have to walk through the entire station to get to where I need to be. And there's only 3 people that work in my office, and we're not sat right next to each other. So I'm kind of trying to self-isolate, or what's the other one? Social distancing.
Which you can do in your office, can't you?
Yeah, within my station. So I'm choosing, obviously, like not to leave the station during the daytime, because I'm right on the town centre now, so I could do if I wanted to do, but I'm choosing to stay in. I'm choosing to try and only prepare my lunch in the rest room and then eat it in my office. So I just want to stay and work as best I can at the moment, especially with having a new job, because I need to learn everything. But other than that, everything's fine. The place is lovely. The people are lovely. And yeah, I think once it all settles down and I get to do it properly, it'll all be good.
Wow, that was a long answer. It's fine. It's cool. You asked. If you ask Annabelle a question, we'll be here all night.
So ask more questions. We've got nothing better to do.
Linda and Gaz says it's hard to keep a routine when everything is upside down at the moment. Yeah, and especially we just moved and all that stuff, that comes with it, which makes it even more complicated. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating for us as well, and it is for everyone. But you come to a new place and you want to sort of explore, find where you are, find your feet, and you just can't.
Well, we kind of are.
We'll do our best.
We kind of are. Today we managed to find another nice rural walk to take Cookie out on, and obviously we're out in the sticks, so there's plenty of open space where we don't have to bump into people. Apart from the fact we've come to Devon for the weather, and it was freaking freezing and blowing a gale.
This side of my face went numb. Like the wind was coming in, and I was like, It was freezing.
But the views were lovely, and all we kept saying was, "I'm sure on a good day this would be really nice."
Anna the Loopy Lass reckons we're funny.
Oh no, people are really losing the plot now.
Mr. Diggs, going to stop eBay, stop Facebook, stop YouTube, and go live in an underground bunker.
That should be fun. The thing is, with an underground bunker, normally you would all go in there, but you can't, can you? Everybody has to have their own.
Well, yeah, you'd have to, wouldn't you? Apparently, I'm killing the conversation.
Yeah, so shut up.
It's okay, Belle. I'll be writing soon to keep you busy. Apparently, don't say that. That's all we need.
Yeah, won't be keeping. If they start rioting, I'll be off.
You won't get involved anyway. You bloody run the other way.
Excuse me. I might be 2 foot nothing and wear glasses, but I am hard as nails.
Okay.
Like this.
What the hell's that? T-Rex.
T-Rex arms.
Another question for Annabelle. Oh, friggin' hell. I'm going to be here all night. Question for Annabelle. Would you rather be a duck-sized horse or a horse-sized duck? Hang on a minute. My brain has to process this.
A duck size, so a tiny horse, a big horse.
Or a horse.
Or a big...
Or
a big duck.
Big duck, probably. Well, it's your question, not mine. Keep it short, though.
Tiny horse?
Okay.
Is that short? No.
Literally, keep it short. Rioting in Devon. Yeah.
Hey, don't push it. That's not far off what's happening at the moment.
I've heard a rumour that the police are so desperate for extra staff that even considering bringing Chris out of retirement.
No, that's the fire brigade.
They'd have to pay me a lot of money.
It's the fire
Put it that
brigade
way.
that are after him. Which is great, because I'm pretty sure you don't like heights.
I don't mind heights, I just don't like getting on ladders.
You just don't like climbing up ladders.
I had a look at that, by the way. If any of you watched the show last week, I was talking about our new neighbour had sort of approached me and said, well, not approached me, he mentioned to you, didn't he? Or did he? I can't remember.
No, he spoke to me. You haven't even spoke to him, I don't think.
I spoke to him when we first met and we knocked on the door. I was there.
Oh, yeah. So we did.
But afterwards, he mentioned that there's an on-call fire station on our street and they pay you to sort of just basically to be on call. But you're a fully fledged firefighter. You have to go through the full 7-stage process to join up and everything. But you basically get a pager and you get paged if you know a job comes in. I can't even remember why I'm even telling this. Why am I telling this story?
Because they asked if you were going to go back into the cops, and I said no.
Oh, right.
Potentially the fire service.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gives you something to do, don't it? It's a way of meeting people and something other than reselling.
But one of the tests you have to do is a ladder test.
Shaking as you're going up it.
I didn't even like getting up the loft on our little step ladder. I had to make her hold it at the bottom. And at one point, I was like, I can't get down.
Yeah, these long legs were not long enough.
I can't get down. Oh. So I don't know whether I'd be any good at that, to be
Tack
fair.
doctor said, have they got a uniform 5 times too big? I have to admit, as a PCSO, none of my uniform ever fitted. I used to get extra small and it was always too large.
Adrian says he wants to see your knee before the end of the show. Why do you want to see your knobbly knees?
No, he didn't say before the end of the show. Read the messages.
Oh.
He said before the end of the world.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure I can accommodate that at some point.
Bell hinting Chris needs to get out more. She's probably right.
I should be the one self-isolating.
Lane is in. Hi, Laney. Andrew's volunteered for the SAS.
Is that Saturdays and Sundays?
Rebecca, have you planning to visit Tragic Mills?
Is that Trago Mills?
Oh, Trago Mills.
We haven't fully been to Trago Mills, but I pass it on my way to work.
Is it any good?
At the moment, it's the cheapest place for petrol for me. So I do use the petrol station.
Because Rebecca's fairly local, isn't she? She Devon?
I can't remember.
I think Rebecca's Devon. I think she said last time.
Well, the fact she's calling it Tragic Mills.
Oh, well, that might be a typo.
it's either a typo or she's calling it tragic.
Yeah,
so.
Trago Mills.
So yeah, we've not actually.
Anna.
We've not.
I'm the same, Chris. I can go up a height but not get down for some reason. Would that be a height of fear of heights?
I would say so, because when you're climbing up, you don't really notice. It's when you look back down again. I can't do either. So.
I wouldn't. I'm kind of kidding in a way. Yeah, stay at home. I would stay at home now, people. I think it's got to that stage where really we shouldn't really be going out unless we have to. That's our opinion now.
I'm not going apart from work unless they put a clamp down on that, because obviously once the government brings in if they bring in this vulnerable people have to stay at home, then I won't have a choice. But as it stands, apart from taking the dog out into somewhere remote, we're not really going anywhere.
We're going out taking the dog out for a walk, and I go and get supplies. You stay at home.
We really do sound like
we do a supply run.
Zombie apocalypse. You do the supply run, and then I make him wash his hands and like his face just in case he's been kissing people, and just like anything else.
The 90-year-old biddy down the road with the walking stick. Okay, right. We've procrastinated for too long. Let's do something useful. And for that,
this is useful. We're cheering people up.
Oh, okay. All right. Carry on then. Go on then.
Andrew's here to protect the vulnerable people. Now that really worries me. If that's what protection the vulnerable people have, Andrew, that seriously worries me.
I've got to go and see my mum on Mother's Day. She's not in the vulnerable category, so I think she should be. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you are seeing people, it's still best to do your social distancing. No hugging, no kissing. Stay away. It's Chris's pretty sure Chris has sorted this virus out, to be fair, just to keep me away. Is that what it is?
Well, we're a bit close here, actually, aren't we?
That's because the room's tiny. Don't breathe.
I wonder if Chris is sneaking in a few charity shops during the supply runs. I did a few days ago, probably up to about Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Probably Wednesday-ish. But then after that, I've just said to myself, it's not worth it now. I think that's the end of that, really. And a lot of them are shutting now anyway.
Why is Remy saying debatable? What's debatable? What are you? Is that procrastinating? Whatever you said.
No, procrastinating just means you going off on a tangent and doing other shit. Adrian says he still has. I shouldn't be touching my face, but I can't help it. My nose gets really itchy. I still have to go to work on one of my 2 jobs.
Yeah, there's so many people out there that are still remaining in work. You know what made me laugh? You know, they brought out this school thing where all the schools have shut, but if you're a child of a parent that's classed in the key worker category, then you can still go to some lessons. Has anybody seen that list of key worker people? All the kids might as well still be in school because there's a list of about 10 different job roles that it fits into. To
be fair, they might as well be in school anyway, because I've seen them out on the street. Yeah, they're out. There's hundreds of them out on the street, literally hugging each other, hanging about in groups. They might as well be in school. Set some boundaries, set some rules up at school, and watch it and watch what they're doing and stuff. That's my opinion.
Can I swear on camera?
No.
Remy, you're a cheeky little mare. That's all I can say.
Said?
She said cheering people up is debatable.
All right.
Don't you be coming in and trolling your first video, Mrs.
I know, yeah. We'll boot you out. I'll get one of my animals to boot you out. Age UK shut here for 2 weeks. Oxfam shut for a month. Yeah. It's a good thing I'm not PM. I'd have the whole country in lockdown, troops on the street, rationing. To be honest, Andrew, I think that's coming in the next week. I think a full lockdown like the other countries it's going to happen, and there's arguments for and against it. But I just think we're at a point now where a lot of people are not heeding the advice.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably not going to have a choice. We're all going to go into it, I think.
Yeah. Rebecca said, I spent a lot of weekends with family at Trago Mills in Devon. It's a cheap shop and they sell everything. I think if we ever get chance,
if we ever get out of this house
in the future, we do want to go there because it's got like a whole fun fairy play area bit as well. So I was thinking that maybe when family came to visit, it would be somewhere good to go if that ever happens. Lainey says, I'm terrified of heights, including crossing bridges, and even my bed on the highest setting, I go dizzy and feel sick. Now that is
bad.
I'd say that's more like is that vertigo when you go dizzy when you're high up?
Yeah, that's a bit more serious, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna move on to our next little thing. In which case, we need a special VT. I've forgotten which one it is. I think it's that one. This could be wrong, by the way. So, okay, some reseller news. And so as we know, eBay has put in some, what should we say, put in some measures to try and help us as sellers. And the ones you already probably know, I mean, you should know about all these really, but the ones earlier this week were all about maintaining your seller performance levels. And they've said that they're going to maintain your level from the 20th, whatever you were on the 20th of March, which was yesterday. They'll maintain that level for you until the 20th of June. And it's mainly to do with delays and interruptions with your delivery rates and postage delays and stuff like that. So hopefully you shouldn't get any dings on your account. That's the way I read it. That's already been announced. That was a few days ago. But today, I think eBay announced about the deferring seller fees. Now, I assume they means shop fees, but it could be different levels of fees. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the detail of it. I think the detail is coming out in a few days. But they're talking about allowing sellers to defer fees whilst this is going on. Now, my immediate reaction was, well, that's quite a good idea. I'm sure it'll be a good idea for a few people. But in actual fact, it could end up causing more problems, because if you're deferring fees, and say in 2 months' time, 3 months' time, everything goes back to normal, or as normal as can be, and all of a sudden they're going to hit you with a big bill for the last couple of months, or maybe they'll spread it over a period of time and allow you to spread it, which that might not be so bad. But yeah, it's kind of allowing you, it's kind of getting in debt with eBay, isn't it? So I'm not sure if it's a great idea, and I'm not sure if I'll be deferring any fees. I think I'd rather try and stay up to date with fees. What my personal opinion is that whilst they could put that offer in place, I think it might have been better for them to give us some sales incentives that would help us save money on our fees. So before Christmas, I got a really good offer to save 50% on my seller fees, final sales price, for quite a long period of time. So I actually saved quite a bit of money on that. I think I actually got credit in the last month's bill. So bringing in stuff like that to try and get you to keep listing, get your sales going, and saving you some money instead of deferring fees, probably would be better. Now, that's not to say anything like that won't come out. I know for a fact that eBay are looking at ways they can help us, and these two things are the first two things to come out. There could be other things. What are you laughing at?
Nothing,
I'm trying to be serious. Tell you what.
Damien's come in the chat, so he was saying hi to everyone, and Oliverine being Oliverine's just put, not miss much, just Belle's story time. And then obviously, because I smirked at that, he's put Belle's checking the comments. They can just read me like a book.
I know. So there's a good chance that eBay might well come up with some other ideas to help us as sellers. So I'm wondering what you all think of it, because I was a little bit negative on the deferring fees. I think they need to do a little bit more to help us, really.
There's only Andrew that's put they need to waive the fees, I think.
They need to waive fees.
Yeah.
I very much doubt they're going to waive fees. But I think it would be good if they gave us some promotional things, like some money back on our. She's laughing again. Some money back.
No.
Some discounted final value fees or something like that to try and help us properly. Help us.
I've actually got a headache.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'll give you a bloody headache in a minute.
By the way, Remy says she loves and misses us.
Oh, cool. We miss you too.
Wow, you are honoured.
Kind of. Sorry, I'm just trying to read. It keeps jumping. Georgina says, never had that. eBay must hate me. If you log into your Seller Central thing, I think there's an update.
Keys just dropped in. I got shouted at on the last chat because apparently my son dropped in and said hello and we missed it. So apparently I dissed him. So hi Key, hi, how you doing? Glad to see you managed to come off PlayStation to see us.
He's still on it. He's on his phone. Night all, I'm going to get some paracetamol and try it and chill out.
Oh,
okay,
night,
thanks,
lady.
lady. Hope
Thanks
you're feeling better. There's Key. Here we go. Damien says, for me, it's business as usual for the time being, including paying what's due when it's due. My unlisted stockpile is too small to see me through this. Stop listing for a week. Okay. I know you've only got a small sort of death pile. I'm working my way through mine. I've been listing bundles of Blu-rays today. If I just turn this around, I've listed a load, but these are what I'm going to do tomorrow. Come on, focus.
Is that me on the Blu-rays you're talking about?
Hey?
Is that me on the Blu-rays? Focus.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm working through them tomorrow. I'm bundling them up into different themed bundles. Oh, have I still got it? Yeah. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. But I've got plenty in my death pile, so I'll keep working my way through it. Adrian says, I think more is needed. How about money back or half the shop subscription fees? Or more free listings? I'm sure there's much more. Yeah, I agree with you there, Adrian. I think there's lots of big organizations who are trying to help people, help their customers, help their subscribers, and lots of big organizations stepping up. So I think eBay they will probably do a little bit more. Damien, while sales are still coming through, I can list more next weekend as things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sensible to obviously stretch out what stock you've got. But...
And make use of have a look at your oldest listings and do some sell similars. I'm sure you're probably doing that anyway. I've done my finances. I'm good until August. If no further sales after today, yeah, you might need that. I hope not, but I hope you know that. It's good to know that you're okay for a little while. Have you noticed Belle keeps leaning back to feel the bosom of the mannequin?
It would help, but it's a man.
It's a male one.
So if my hands go low, then you need to worry.
It's hot topic at the moment that the self-employed aren't getting much help. Yeah. We as resellers, we kind of don't really seem to fit into any of the categories that they're offering help to. Are we blurry or what? It's really getting on my nerves.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't seem to really fit into the categories, do we? So I very much doubt we're going to get anything. But also, they're going to make you jump through hoops anyway. They're going to probably ask you for proof of your income. They're going to ask you how much you've got in your bank and what savings you've got probably. And whatever they give you, it might end up only being a loan anyway.
DB Reseller says, I'm working on no help from eBay or the government, anything else.
I'm not expecting a penny from the government anyway. I'm expecting eBay to come up with something decent. Fat Girl Sewing says, I feel horrible saying that. Fat Girl Sewing. If you pay your fees right away, you will be better off. Pay daily and you won't deal with the stress of a live payment. Yeah, it works for some people. Me personally, I just prefer to have the monthly payment. I can't really give you an answer why, but I just prefer paying monthly. Peter Ray says, I'll see on Monday if some of my charity shops are still open. I know the Children's Trust, Cancer Research, British Heart are closed for the foreseeable. I'm still in my government is working to help self-employed, but needs to come up with something simple that doesn't require each application to be individually assessed, as our staff won't be able to do. That's a good point. Yeah, they just need to come up with just something very, very simple, even if it's you can very, very simply apply for this grant or apply for that loan. Yeah. I'm the same as Damien. I'm working on, we're going to get nothing. So, and I'm okay for a while. So there's people out there who need it probably more than what I do. Yes, my sister is self-employed barber, so her business is going to be affected. Yeah, because she said it's difficult to stand 1 or 2. Yeah. I mean, that's almost impossible, isn't it? There's just it's gonna be very quiet for a while, isn't it?
I mean, is there not ways of getting around? I was thinking about this with barbers, because you can wear gloves, like a fresh pair of gloves each time. You could wear a mask if you chose to.
You could cover your hair. And that way you haven't got contact with the
hairnet. So there probably are ways if you're a hairdresser to get around it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just.
Did you not hear what I said?
What?
You're in a hairdresser's. Cover your hair.
Not the person who.
That's not going to work, is it?
No, I thought you meant the person who was cutting the hair, not the person who's.
No.
That was a dead joke.
Yeah, it was pants, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Linda and Gaz, we lay away £3 a day to pay our fees, but with no sales, we will be short for our shop fees. I know it's a dire situation, really, isn't it? I think you just got to keep listing, and I know that's difficult if you guys don't have much in the way of stock. Try and keep going, keep your account moving. That's all I'm going to do. But I have a luxury of having years worth of stock just sitting here waiting to be listed. And not everybody has that. I appreciate it. 4 out of 8 of my charity shops are shut, but I expect them all to shut. So I'll now have to look for stuff on Facebook and online. Yeah, I mean, you've got to look at other ways to get your stock. And the obvious one is online retail arbitrage. And other sort of avenues. Just go online, Facebook, although that comes with its risks if you're knocking on people's houses. eBay itself, Amazon, even Amazon, anywhere that's got sales on. Maybe we might start seeing a lot of the online retailers putting sales on to try and stimulate some movement whilst it's quiet. You know, people are at home.
You've also got it going the other way, where they're thinking, well, people can't go out to get stuff, so they increase the prices for that reason, because they know people have to buy them. Yeah, this is the worry, isn't it? Yeah, I know. People taking advantage of the situation.
Fat Girl Sewing says, yeah, you can call me Wendy or FGS. I know it bugs some people, but I love my screen name. Okay, as long as you're okay with it, it's fine. FGS.
That just sounds. Nah, let's just stick with Fat Girl Sewing.
The easiest way would be to offer a simple figure for SSP, which would be what they're offering now, but a number higher than £94 a week. Oh, there's a fair few comments I've not caught up on. I understand the government is stuck trying to find a figure that means we don't profit from it. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I'm glad somebody appreciates the jokes.
I think he's taking the piss, to be fair.
What? That's a bit mean.
Look, let's
you're not having them hats.
Let's
forget
get
it.
One thing straight. Oliver Ian is my fan. All right.
Forget it. You're
He's
not having the hats.
One and only fan.
You're not having the hats.
Ever since I called him Olivia for about the first 4 months.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna cough and sneeze all over him and send them to you. Maybe do some sourcing online videos, Peter. Something different. That's a good idea. Would you still consider Facebook pickups? I think you've just got to safeguard yourself, really.
Broom, push it out onto the doorstep, and then just like throw some cash at them in a plastic bag. You just whatever. It's like knock on, ask them to put it on the floor. You can say that, but we at the moment have some stuff listed on
I know
Facebook.
we do. But then when someone comes for it, we'll wipe it down.
To be fair, it is the shopping trolley. So we could wheel it, we just like push it down the
Yeah.
drive.
There you go. We'll wipe it down, we'll put it outside, we'll stay at the door. How did he give us the money?
Throw it at us.
Yeah, but then it's money as well. That's got all germs on it, hasn't it?
Maybe you can do contactless, can't you? Do bank transfers.
Oh, we might have to just pause them. The stream looks a bit wibbly wobbly. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Does it look all right?
Today.
My mouth seems a bit out of sync. I think the best way forward for stock is buying off eBay and back on eBay. Yeah, it's an option. I buy quite a lot off eBay. What's this? Michelle says, saddest things I've seen are local ads for pets. What, people selling their pets?
Trying to put the pet.
Oh no, that's horrible.
There you go, Georgina. Team Bell. Woohoo!
You should have your own show.
I have 2 fans. Hey.
I think you should have your own show.
No, I'm definitely better as a sidekick.
No, you could have your own show.
No.
You could.
You are the organ.
The only problem is
I'm just the monkey.
If you had your own show, right, you'd be talking to everyone like that, rabbit, and then nobody would get a mention on the chat, and it'd just be like you talking at everyone for the entire time.
And your point is?
And
yours would just be meh.
FGS says, love that you try to say hi to everyone in the chat. You are great at it. It can be difficult. I mean, we've got 45, 50 people in at the moment. I mean, sometimes, rare occasions, like last week, we had 100 people in the chat. Then it gets difficult to catch up. I mean, anything over 100, it really is hard to really keep up with comments. But I do try, because you guys have taken the time to come and join us. So I think that I do try to give everyone a good shout out.
It gives us content for the show anyway. If it was just us, we would literally dry up at some point, because we feed off what people put in the chat. Yeah,
it is important, because I only have a few. Sometimes I don't have any notes, right? I just go with whatever. But today I've got a couple of notes, but most of the time we just go off what people are chatting about. So it's really important. Anna says, I do Avon, all right, and like to meet and talk to people. It's a bit difficult though, because I don't want to deliver and then collect books. Oh, yeah, that's going to be really difficult, isn't it, at the moment, Avon?
It's a very hands-on sort of job.
Going door to door and stuff, that's difficult. Mind you, a lot of Avon, you still got to do the door to door, haven't you? You can't get away from it.
There is Avon online.
Yeah, I mean,
you can do Avon.
That's what I was going to say, but
because I've not had an Avon book for ages. If I did Avon, I just used to order it online.
Between having to get extra jobs and not affording food, they're having. Oh no, that's such a shame that someone's having to give up their pets.
The Ding Dong Bell Show.
I think. I don't know. I think I'd go without my own food before Cookie didn't have any food. I'd starve myself before we didn't feed the dog.
Yeah, definitely.
The Ding Dong. What does that mean?
My new show, The Ding Dong Bell Show.
Have it.
Have it.
It sparks kindness and like to catch up with people. Oh, that's Peter Ray.
I need to have a look, because I've got some Snapchats pinging through from Remy. What's she sending me? Right, Remy, this is what happens when you send me stupid videos. I'm then going to show people live of what I'm getting sent. I can't even get it. Oh, it's me. Oh, it's me.
You can't. That's it. Leave it there.
She's done this to me previously, where she thought it'd be amusing to nick my phone and take a load of stupid stupid pictures. So I posted them on Facebook. Hi, Alistair.
I think he's going to appreciate that. Oliverine, is everything now unpacked in the new place? At least you're getting more time to settle into the new house. I don't want more time. I'm happy to crack on with it. Yeah, pretty much everything is unpacked, put away. We put stuff in the loft that we're not going to need. All the rooms are pretty much done, so we're settled into the house. Everything's great with the house. We met our landlord this morning.
What comment did he make after being stood in the house for about 10 minutes? He just kind of stood there looking around and he went, "How long have you been here?" And we were like, 2 weeks on Monday. And he was like, "You've made it very habitable in that short space of time."
Yeah. It's pretty much done. The house is great, but I'd love to be able to do a bit more, and get used to the area a bit more. I was looking to the positive. My local singles group is now doing video dating, so I'm off to put my best shirt on.
Good luck.
God.
This could be your big opportunity.
Okay, so we've caught up with the chat. Should we do the sales update? Or is there anything else you want to say?
No, keep telling me off. So I'm not talking.
Oh, good. Thank God. Before we do sales update, is anyone seriously considering, because there are job opportunities out there at the moment. I mean, Tesco, Morrison's, who else? Aldi.
Most of the shops, Co-op.
Yeah. They're all offering jobs.
I was told today that the Co-op shops, as of Monday, are telling all their staff over the age of 70 or in at-risk categories to take the 12-week self-isolation thing at full pay because they can afford to bring in temporary younger staff that are less vulnerable to run the shops for them.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the supermarkets are making a killing, aren't they? They're selling stuff that they probably never sold before, because people are going in. I went in Morrison's down here a couple of days ago to pick up a few bits. It was empty, like shelves were empty, but you could visibly see it. It was like, oh, they've not got what I would normally buy. So instead, I'm going to buy this that's next to it, which I would never buy in the future. But I'm just buying it because there's nothing else. You
pulled your face down to pay 85p for a tin of Heinz beans.
Oh, 85p for a tin of beans.
He come out with one tin. It was like one tin. He was like, and you can eat every bean in that can.
We're not wasting a bean. It's like being during the war.
During the coronavirus.
I know. 85p for a tin of beans. You are taking the piss. Normally I'll pay like 9p as the smart price. I could have got 10 cans for that.
And it was sugar-free or less sugar or something.
To be honest, I didn't really taste much different.
Adrian says, Chris and Belle, you guys do a great job with all your shows. We are all going to need you at times like these. You give us hope and inspiration.
Blimey.
And if we don't give you that, if we can just give you a laugh now and again, our job is done.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah. Damien says, I'm not, in capital, getting a retail job during this guaranteed way to get coronavirus. There is that.
I mean, it's definitely risky, isn't it? I think we should leave it to the youngsters.
Yeah, let them all have it.
I will be the first person to be infected by corona video chat. That's how I'm going to make extra money charging Andrew for lives. David M's in. Hi, David. Hope you're okay. The car boot picker. Here's a question. Have you found a mank food that you can't get down there? That's a good question. I like that.
Well, that would be easy to answer if we could leave the house to find out.
Yeah, if we get any bloody food. Seriously though, would there be? Probably not.
We haven't been anywhere.
We only shop in the same shops, so it's like Tesco's and stuff. What do we buy up north? Nothing really.
We were cheapskates.
Not seen many. Has there been any Greggs down here? I don't think there's any Greggs, is there? Because Greg's is a
Yeah,
northern
there's a
thing,
Greg's.
isn't it?
No, there's a Greg's. There's one in Newton Abbot.
Yeah, it's
we
all
haven't
over,
moved
innit?
to another country, have we? We've only moved further down the country.
Oh, money answers his question.
No, what I'm thinking is there might be odd foods that they do down here that might be different.
I was glad to see the only stuff left in Aldi was the 13p baked bean cans. You see, I'm surprised there was any of those left. There weren't any in where I went today. Sorry, it's gone quiet. I'm just reading the chat.
And I was Snapchatting my niece.
Oh, it's good to know that you've got your attention of your fans. You got all these people here just for you, and you're not even watching. You're not even interacting.
I am. I'm looking at the chat.
Okay, if you're talking desperate times for desperate measures, you may get a live on YouTube from me now. Now that's the bottom of the barrel. Sorry, I was reading that wrong. Go live, do it.
Yeah,
We'll watch.
definitely.
Damien says, went uptown on Thursday. Was the first time I saw Greg's without a queue that went out the door. Crazy. Okay. Oh, there's another one. My nana said you can't get Eccles cakes down there. Grandad always missed them, apparently.
Is that a challenge? Are we being challenged to try and find an Eccles cake?
I bet we can find them. I don't really like them, to be fair, so I'm not.
I don't mind a good Eccles cake.
They're not that good, are they? Okay, should we do some sales? We've caught up, so now's the opportunity before it goes mental. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to say, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Sales.
Oh, yeah.
These are a few of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. If you remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
Okay, so it says favorite things, but basically this is going to be every sale from the last 7 days. I'm going to share with you every eBay sale that I've made over the last 7 days. I don't know why I said it twice, but I said it. Okay, let's share our screen if we can. Click that, share. Now, shall we go for that one? Or shall we go for that one? Which one? That one? That one? That one? That one?
That one. Looks
That
better on the thing. No, the other one.
The big one?
Yeah. They know what we look like.
True enough. Okay. Right. Let me see if I've got my tabs right. I'll come back to that afterwards. Right. So you'll see the completely random nature of this week's sales. This is a figure that I bought, not this time we were in the States, but the previous time. So I've had this quite a while. Quite a nice figure, actually.
Let me guess, was it when we was in San Diego?
I'm guessing that you're right, probably. I seem to remember picking it up in a Goodwill, but don't quote me on how much I paid for it. Probably about $5. But yeah, so there's one, 29. I think it might have gone on an offer, that $24.99. Stone is the cushion covers. One of many. Stone Roses cushion cover sold for $9.99.
See, with this, people still need gifts and things that are like that they can send through the post.
I sold some of this was a retail arbitrage job. This is from a computer game, Nino Kuni 2. I hope I got the name right there. And they're like little charms. And they sold for, I've got a feeling it went for $9.99 on offer. I've got one left of those. I had two. Another cushion cover. This time it's Oasis. Oh, we'll talk about after. Did you see Liam Gallagher's and washing tweet. That was funny, that. A tablet case.
Penguins.
Which sold for, I think, again, this was on an offer, $7.99, I think. Cost me pence. Literally, I got a job lot of tablets from a charity shop. Cost me next to nothing. This went via GSP, and it's a BMW motor racing cap. It's like a promo cap. Yeah, I put it there in the title, promotional cap. Now this sold, but it's a fail as well. And I'll tell you why, because it's coming back.
Oh.
It's being returned. I have so many I have 5 returns currently ongoing.
Really?
5 returns. I don't have that many in a year, but people are sending stuff back really easily. But basically, she messaged me and said that it was dirty and it had a small hole in the neck. Now, I remember double checking this before I sent it, and she has sent me some pictures, and there's a little bit of marks on it. I must have missed it, but I'm waiting for that to come back, so that's going to be refunded. Now, it doesn't look particularly dirty on the pictures, but I'm going to have a look at it when it comes back. But no hassle, I'm just going to refund it. I'll clean it up and I'll relist it. This is one that we picked up from our recent USA trip, and it cost 75 cents. I remember it. Cost 75 cents.
Harley. Was that with Jason?
Yeah, we were out with Jason T. Smith when we picked this up. Harley Davidson plush. And I think it went on an offer for $14.99. Pretty sure it was. So that was a nice little sale. I picked this up earlier in the week, and it sold literally, I would say, within half an hour. I think the Venice one, after doing my research, I think the Venice Hard Rock Cafe glass are a bit more rare than most of the other ones. So this one was one of 5. Cost me 79p each in one of the local charity shops here in Devon. So I bought all 5 of them. This one sold for $11.99, literally within half an hour. Now, I wouldn't say to you, go out and buy these whenever you see them, because some of them are worth money and some of them are not worth as much. This particular one, I would advise you to pick up because it sold so quick. So I'm guessing somebody had it on like a saved search or something. And literally bought it straight away. So I got my money back, made profit on all 5. The rest are, whenever they sell, they're pure profit now.
Oliver said, what's the best Hard Rock glass to look out for?
It's different. I can't answer that, but I can say that the Venice one looks to be a good one. And you can probably sell it for more than $11.99, considering that sold immediately.
We have sold a few.
I've sold a lot.
The hurricane glasses, we've sold a few of, haven't we?
Most of the time, they go for about a tenner each. It's a safe bet for a tenner. But there are some that are worth more, but it's a case of checking each one individually. I picked up these this week here in Devon. They cost me £5. And they sold for $29.99. I took an offer. I thought it was worth taking. They might have got a bit more, but I thought bird in the hand is worth how many in the bush?
10.
So yeah, they were bought and sold this week. Snoopy plush, limited edition boxed. I think this went for around £20.
Oh, we've had that for ages.
I've had it ages. That had it a long time.
But we did only pull it out of the loft when we were packing up to move, didn't we?
Anyway.
Yeah.
What else we got? Another Stone Roses cushion cover. £10. Ooh, look at this one.
Oh, this is where the
Here we go.
quarantine babies come in. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.
So, if you watched, if you were lucky enough to watch,
Let's just leave it there.
there we go.
I know.
If you were lucky enough to watch the video where I picked up a job lot of these lingerie packs, sets, whatever you want to call them, this was another one that sold. Went on an offer. I can't remember if it was £12 or £15, but there's still profit in it because on average these cost £2 to £3 each. So happy with that. Let's just double check that again. Adidas New York Knicks basketball jersey. Now again, a lot of my stuff goes on offers. I do send a lot of offers out, so this wouldn't have been full price, I don't think. So somewhere around the £25 mark. I've done so many, I've not written down the actual prices. Here's another cushion cover. This time it's Back to the Future. This was my watch when we were having a clear out when we were packing up. I decided to let this one go. It's a City watch.
I'm pretty sure I bought you that.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was one of your gifts.
Well, I've got my Apple Watch now, so.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying I bought you that.
Okay. Thanks, though. I got 15 quid out of it.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I spent more than that on it.
Did you? Well, would you rather it be sat in the drawer doing nothing,
Yes.
or would you?
No.
Got myself in trouble now. This Little Nightmares hardback graphic novel I listed this week, and it sold the day after. It was when I started listing through my daft pile, and I put it up for $15.99, and I took an offer of £12 on it. What I've got in it is next to nothing, literally pence. I bought lots of comics and graphic novels, and this was one of them. So I would say 20 to 30p probably. A set of mugs.
Ooh.
I bought these on a jumble trail.
Yeah.
This was on a jumble trail, and I think they were £1. I'm pretty sure it cost me £1. I just hope they get there in one piece, because I've had a breakage this week as well. That's another annoying one. I've had to give a 50% refund a Disney mug, and they are heavy and chunky normally. Absolutely smashed to pieces. So that annoyed me. But there's nothing I can do about it.
Hermes throwing stuff is acceptable now.
I know, yeah. Being instructed, aren't they? Just throw it on the front. Don't go near the house. Pop figure. Guardians of the Galaxy rocket. This went for £10. I can't actually remember where I bought this. Any ideas?
Yeah, I think it was one of the car boots where you went off and it was when we were doing a car boot,
Yes.
and you went off and bought a load.
It was a kids' car boot.
Yeah.
A kids' car boot. I bought about 20 pop figures, and I think that ended up costing me about £3 each. So I made a little bit of profit on that one.
Adrian said, had to laugh today around my end. When people open the boot of the car, it's to do with drugs. My mate come round and opened her boot up and offered me tea bags today.
Tea bags or tea bagging?
That's for another show.
Here's another cushion cover. This time it's Golden Axe. Oh, look at her there.
Do you know, people are only just getting over the last one. Let's not give them anything else.
10 quid there in the bag.
Rob Lang said, I just picked up an Atlanta Hurricane Hard Rock glass just this week before the close down of stores.
Atlanta.
Don't know if you've had an Atlanta.
No, I've not, but I bet that'd do all right. Olympic. Now, I've had this one, an Olympic London cap, and it's tagged pretty according to when I listed it. It was pretty rare, but it went for 20 quid. So I'm pretty happy with £20 on these. I can't. It was probably a job lot, wasn't it?
That's imposing again.
Imposing.
Yeah.
Oh,
trust me. I wish. So does Chris.
Okay, so this Disney on Ice, Lilo and Stitch. Is it Lilo or Lilo?
Lilo and Stitch.
I like Lilo, just to be awkward. It's like a mug cup type thing, souvenir. I think I got around £15 for this.
Peter's left us. Bye, Peter.
See you, Peter. See you soon. Fire Trap tracksuit top. This was one of mine, something that I was letting go when we were moving. I put quite a bit of stuff up for sale. I donated it to the business, and that got £15.
Good job, really, innit? Because 2 of your sales have been your own stuff.
Yeah. I've sold quite a bit of my own stuff the last few weeks. Here's another one. Sold this City polo top. What's the price on that? I think this went for £10. All helps. Another cushion cover. This one's Suicide Squad. £10. Oh, I'm so glad this sold. This sold yesterday. The big
giant
plush. I'm trying to get rid of these big plushes because they take up so much room and they've got so little value most of the time. This one went for $7.99. It is well worth $7.99. I think at one point I had this up for over £20, and I've probably still made a profit on it because we don't normally pay much more than probably £2 for something like this. But I've had this ages.
You dramatically dropped the prices and all the big ones, though, didn't you?
I wanted to get rid of the big plushes because I really didn't want to move with them. But this is finally sold. This was massive. Really nice plush, actually. So somebody's got a good buy there for $7.99. What else we got? Oh, here you go. What do you need when you're in an apocalypse? A vintage electronic data bank. Why not?
You never know if the whole world goes kaput. That could be the one thing that keeps that person going.
And it's got 1 kilobyte. Is it 1 kilobyte? Yeah, it's got 1 kilobyte of memory.
That good?
It is the tiniest amount of memory. Right, 1,000 kilobytes is 1 megabyte.
I don't understand all this stuff. He's just talking to the
people in the chat will know how much 1 kilobyte is. It's not a lot. This sold this weekend. It's a Little Mermaid doll. $11.99. It just sold outright. I think it sold outright for the asking price. What else we got? Oh, I bought this week and it sold this week. This was really nice, actually. I was going to keep this because obviously, you know, I've got like a lot of movie stuff here, and a really nice lamp sold, cost £5 in a local charity shop here in Devon, and it sold for 30. So I was debating keeping it, but when I looked at what they were selling for, I thought, nah, this is going to be worth selling. So I put it up and 30 quid. So pretty happy with that sale. And I bought this week as well. Another cycle jersey, because the others were doing quite well. And I saw this in Newton Abbot, and it cost me £5. But I let it go for £21 on an offer.
What better way to self-isolate than to get on a bike and cycle off?
Yeah. I'm hoping that a lot of my other cycle shirts are going to go, but I have sold quite a few. So £21. I think I probably could have held on and got higher for it, but because sales are quiet, again, it's bird in the hand. It's worth just taking it. There's profit there. So I'm going to take it. Is that it? I think that's it for this week's sales. So I've not added up the value of it all, but at least the sales are ticking over.
Yeah.
I think that is the main thing.
Adrian says he does well with cycling jersey stuff.
So, yeah, 7 days worth of sales. That's not a normal amount of sales for me. I would normally do a bit more than that. But we're not in normal times. We're not in normal circumstances. So you've got to be happy with having a reasonable level of sales. And I think that's okay. I'm actually, at the moment, I'm about £1,000 down on my 90-day sales. I'm about £1,000 down, about 10% down. That gives you an idea what my 90-day sales are at the moment. So I'm about 10% down. But you have to go back 90 days to realize what that parameter is. So what date are we on? It's the 21st of March. So 21st February, 21st of January, 21st of December. So that 90 days encompasses the Christmas and New Year when I had a lot of sales on.
Mm-hmm.
So
it would have been higher anyway.
It's going to be higher. Yeah. Anyway, there's lots of different factors, but above all else, you just got to try and keep your sales ticking over. Try and keep listing. Sell similars if you have to. I don't think it's as effective as organic listing, but it's better than nothing. And just try to keep those offers going out. Send out offers. All your watchers, get offers out to them. Decent offers. It's not much point in sending, in my opinion, not much point in sending 5%, because your chances of people taking it are very slim. You've got to give them something worth thinking about, in my opinion. Minimum 15 to 20%, even higher if you really want to start moving some stuff.
Tack Doctor says, Chris, will you just keep listing until you run out of stuff?
Yes, I don't even think that I will run out of stuff during this period. I have quite a lot. I've got boxes. I've got about 20, 25 decent sized boxes rammed full of stuff.
Trust me, I know I helped him pack it before we moved.
Rammed.
Now, aren't we glad that we didn't charity shop it all?
Yeah. And, I let a lot of stuff go before we left because of the move. I charity shopped a lot of stuff that I probably could have kept and tried to sell, but I just had to reduce the amount of stock. It was a crazy amount of stock. So some of it we did let go.
But we've still got plenty.
We've got plenty to be going on with.
Andrew's put, looks like the armed forces are going to be doing food deliveries for those in vulnerable groups. If they bring me onions, there'll be a riot. I think we should all send him onions.
Well, didn't he get an onion?
For Christmas dinner. Yeah. Secret Santa. That wasn't the worst present, though, somebody got.
No, I got toenails or something.
You did also get awesome stuff, though.
I got some good stuff. So that was the sales. I hope all your sales do pick up. I really do. Because it's just so uncertain at the moment.
I mean, do you feel, because of everything that's going on at the moment, do you feel that because obviously the plan was that when you got here, you would start like hammering the listings. Are you listing to your capacity at the moment?
No, I'm a buggery. No. Because I can't get into a routine. I'm struggling with it. Normally, I wouldn't list on a weekend. I kind of give the weekends off. I have the weekends off. And normally I will spend a Saturday and a Sunday just doing sell similars on old, sort of up to 6 months old. When it gets to 6 months old, I tend to sell similar and refresh the listings. So normally on a weekend, I'll do 10 a day on those, Saturday, Sunday. And that'll be my weekend work done. But today I've done some listing because yesterday we had a bit of a messy day, didn't we? Where we didn't really get a chance to, I didn't get a chance to do a lot of listing. So I did some today, and I'll probably do some tomorrow.
While I was napping.
So yeah, I'm really struggling with routines and
Motivation. I
motivation.
think this lack of uncertainty is just demotivating.
Lack of
isn't it?
uncertainty. You mean
Sorry, the
lack of certainty,
lack of certainty.
or there's just this uncertainty?
I'm really tired now. I'm starting to like
What?
lose the plot.
You're starting to lose it.
Oh, yeah. Why are you saying I've already lost it?
Got my phone beeping.
Oh, new offer.
Offers. Who's offering me? Who's offering me stuff? Yeah, I just think motivation is very difficult at the moment because normally you get when you're doing well on your sales, it motivates you to list more and stuff. But
I think it should be the opposite way around.
You're probably
though.
right.
If you're doing bad on your sales, that should give you the motivation to list.
You're probably right. But
Your
for
motto is the more you list, the more you sell.
Yeah, I know it is, but motivating myself to do that is difficult.
When I'm at home, though, I think you're more distracted.
Well, you are distracting me, and look at you. I mean, you'd be distracted. You distract anybody.
You don't say I'd scare anybody.
Especially when you're walking around naked all day.
Wearing that underwear that you're selling.
Yeah.
Testing it all out. I don't think so. Adrian said, let's face it, what's been happening is a major game changer, but if we have hope, we have light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
That is very true. And like we keep saying, people will find ways of maintaining an income throughout this, hopefully, and then when it all calms down, we can get back to
what's the line in Jurassic Park? Life will find a way. Should end on that, shouldn't we? Life will find a way. Ding.
You're a weirdo. We watch way too much films, and that's only going to get worse now because we've got nothing better to do than watch films. Thankfully, we have a ginormous Blu-ray and DVD selection. Oh yeah.
I do have a big collection.
Maybe that's what we should do as a sideline now. Maybe we should rent Blu-rays out.
We could put a note through all the neighbours.
Yeah, we'd
saying,
like to rent a Blu-ray.
£1 a go. There's an idea. Oh no, you don't want that contact with people, do you? See, it balls everything up. I mean, you come up with the best idea.
We could send it by my Hermes to next door.
You could get one of those litter pickers. Pick up the DVD and go to your neighbours and rent them.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure people will come up with weird and wacky ways to carry on. We're already noticing around here, aren't we, that like the pubs and stuff are already offering like takeaway services.
Yeah.
Not on alcohol, obviously, but the ones that do food are obviously offering like home cooked meals to be delivered. And what was the cake one? Is it one of the local cake shops that's saying they'll do like home deliveries and stuff? People are just finding ways of maintaining the businesses.
Yeah. People have got to think outside of the box, haven't they, in order to keep their businesses going.
And thankfully, because we're in an era where social media is key, there is plenty of ways to advertise whatever you're doing as well.
The pin box says hi. Disney Plus and
Mandalorian.
What the hell's that?
On Tuesday, everything's good. I'm assuming that's what he's binge watching.
Oh.
Tat Doctor.
Oh.
I know that it's never good when somebody starts with that. I know
This will be controversial.
But I have sold more on Marketplace in the last 10 days than in the last year. Yeah, because people are looking for other ways of sourcing stuff and buying, aren't they?
I can believe it. Yeah.
David's leaving us.
Bye everyone. See you later. And don't forget, guys, go and check out David's channel. Click on the 3 dots. Go and give him a sub. Andrew, further escalation of the government response to the virus will be coming next week. Get a job working for Aldi, folks, and keep the nation's tourist supply flowing.
A minute ago, he was telling everybody to stay indoors and not leave their houses. Unless it suits, Andrew, unless it suits.
The Hillary Step in Chorlton is now a bottle shop. I'm guessing collection only. People.
Oh, Mandalorian baby yoga.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
that yoga or Yoda? Yoda, baby Yoda, not yoga.
Yeah, the pin box is just saying, obviously, that people are altering their business models to try and cope. And yeah, I mean, if you've got a cafe or a pub, then you've got to think of how can I keep selling. So yeah.
Sorry, guys, you're not boring me. I'm just tired. And unfortunately, when the tiredness kicks in, I have no control over it. So I'll probably just like nod off at any moment.
Good luck with the move, Donna. Your video was near my old house in Glossop. Lovely place. Been to Glossop many a times.
Yeah.
You just
family
can't.
that lives in Glossop,
Yeah.
haven't you?
Yeah, family
I
live
lived
up
in
there.
Glossop for a short period of time.
The problem is you can't get in or out of the place.
No. Which is not a bad thing now.
Yeah. People in Glossop are basically self-isolating during rush hour anyway.
Yeah, they have done for years.
So, moving house is that? Are you moving house business a lot like we did?
Good luck.
Give us some more information about what you're doing, where you're going, because I've missed that. And then she says, total bottleneck here. Hate going into Glossop. Really do. And yes, all of it.
It's fun.
Where are you going to? Glossop to where?
See the grey hair and the frown lines. Didn't have them before we moved.
Ours went as smooth as anything. It was no problems. No issues whatsoever. Totally stress-free. So don't even worry about it.
Why are you lying?
To make her feel better. Let's not give her horror stories.
It was awful.
Oh no, don't say that. That's mean. Just down. Oh, it's not so bad. Just down the road.
Oh yeah.
If you're just going down the road, that's fine because you can do most of the runs yourself in your own cars and your family and friends' cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Our move was horrendous. Our moving van.
And you can do it in bits as well.
Yeah, you can.
Rather
If you've
than
got
all
like a
one
week,
go.
like a crossover, you can do bits and bobs and like, oh, I'll just go and take this over. But our move was horrible. I mean, the guys who moved it did their absolute best and they worked their asses off for more than 24 hours non-stop. But the first thing that went wrong for us was they ran out of room in the vans, which was my biggest fear, and it happened. So they had to find other ways to get some stuff.
Tap doctor said, Chris, the tyre was only flat at the bottom.
The what?
The tyre was only flat at the bottom.
Right. So firstly, they ran out of space in the van. Secondly, they ended up with a flat tyre. And then they ended up breaking down and they had to call the AA out. So they arrived at our house at 6:30. What was it? 7.
Oh, right, the other house. 6:30, you said in the morning.
Yeah, they arrived at our house at 6:30 in the morning to start loading up. They didn't leave Devon till 3 a.m. the next morning. And they still had to do a 5-hour drive back.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have got home till gone 8 o'clock in the morning. So more than 24 hours. So they did their absolute best to finish the job.
She said, to be fair, they could practically walk the stuff over.
Right.
So that's a bit handy.
Oh, yeah, Adrian, what's happening with your move? Maybe a move date next week, but that could be taken out of our hands. Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, Adrian, about your move, whether it was still happening with everything going on.
We still haven't sold our house.
I know. I'm still paying a bloody mortgage.
Still not been signed on the dotted line yet. Oliver Ian, you go to America and there is massive storms. You moved house, go full time, and UK falls apart. Ever think it's just your luck? Yeah, probably.
It's not been the best
you're forgetting we had a Walking Dead wedding, so we're now starting to think that was just preparation for what was going on.
It's not been the best start,
what was
has it?
to come. No, but we've got each other. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's a good job we like each other.
The pin box, Donna, oh no, I bet you, yeah.
Yeah.
Relieved to have it done. I mean, that was one of the most stressful, probably weeks of my life because it was so stressful.
Well, we will say this: we've never genuinely properly argued, have we? We're not like
No,
we're not like
really
a rowing.
I mean, we have this little thing going on, banter, but we don't argue generally.
You know, we're normal. We're like everybody else. If we're a bit grouchy and stuff,
Yeah,
and we might have
we
a
have
bit
our
of a mood,
moments.
but we don't fall out. We don't argue. We have literally probably done our entire years of being together bickering in the week running up to moving.
Well, a couple of weeks probably.
Yeah,
it was stressful,
just
the
stress involved, and it became more stressful because we weren't used to bickering, so that was stressing us out more because then we were like, we shouldn't be doing this. But it's all good now, isn't it? We're all kind of getting back to normal.
It's just a situation, wasn't it?
Yeah,
just extraordinarily stressful. Because normally, like what Donna's doing, you move fairly local, don't you? It's not it's a big thing, but it's not a major thing because you can, if you time it right, you can give yourself a week or two to move to the next place.
And we had obviously the stress of the fact we're moving away from family, so we were saying bye to people.
Oh yeah, we were having leaving parties in the family, and we were having to see all our friends and meet up with people, leaving the job, you know, leaving friends who we've known for years. So it was really, really difficult from that point of view as well. Probably underestimated how difficult that was going to be. Yeah,
we knew it was going to be hard, but like you said, it was just super hard.
Yeah, very, very difficult. Ian, when I move house, I will have to go to an AA meeting. Never mind. Yeah. An AA meeting, never mind calling them out. Yeah. Mr. Diggs, well, the new place is empty now. The workmen have been doing stuff. That's why no move date yet. But I've spoke to the men and they've told us maybe next week. Well, that's good. Try and get in there before, you know, some delays. I know you can't affect it, can you? You know, they're doing their best, but try and get in there before things are taken out of your hands.
Yeah.
Good luck anyway. Hope it happens for you. You guys have handled it like a boss.
Oh yeah.
I'm pleased with the way we've set up the house. I've got my business. I had my business up and running within 2 days of moving in here, which was crazy. I mean, I was absolutely knackered.
Yeah, I pretty much slept through that.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, now I think about it, I wish we'd have taken a little bit more time to set the house up, because if we're going to be self-isolating, I'd have liked to have had something to do. We could have just like unpacked boxes. Maybe we need to go in the attic with all the boxes we've put up there and just start rooting through them and just like...
No, there's nothing we need to root through. Back from the burnout, Mel's in higher. Good morning. If you are not aware, Mel is doing a chat with Andy the Mad Tatter, who was on our channel last week and has been on it in the past. You all know Andy, and the two guys are doing a chat. Whose channel is that on? Is that on Andy's or yours, Mel? Just give it a plug, and when it is, just remind people when, because that'll be an interesting chat. That. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Mel. About
Mel said their channel.
Okay.
Back from the burnout, yeah.
It's funny you mentioned this issue because before tonight's live started, I tried to search for my live. Because normally you can, if I just type in Reseller World, one of the top 3 or 4, it will have that live that was coming on tonight. But tonight it was not coming up in any search engines or anything. So I'm not really sure why that was.
Just before we came on.
So yeah, Annabelle got a notification that we were going live. Yeah.
Well, Labrine says, "Where's the cinema room?"
There is no cinema room, but we do have
not exactly.
We do have a nice living room where we can watch movies, and also our spare room is movie themed. We've got movie posters over the walls. We've got tons of DVDs in there, a telly set up for our guests. couple of beds, and it's all movie themed.
And Chris has allocated the dining area of the kitchen diner. So we've got like one full length of wall with these glass cabinets and a shelf up where he's got all his figures and his collectibles. Well, not all, a selection.
Yeah,
if anybody had seen Chris's movie room, there's way too many to put out in here.
I've had to leave some of my figures boxed up.
But you brought all the good stuff out.
I've got all the best stuff out.
And obviously his gaming little thing that he had in there, that he had specially made, that's in there. It does look all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks good.
Look all right. But we don't have room for a dining table again. So.
Quite a few people saying they didn't get notifications about the lives. It's annoying that. What's the point of you pressing the bell and then not getting notification?
Back from Bernard's put on there, it's on my Thursday morning, which is about your Wednesday at 9 p.m, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be our time, 9 p.m-ish Wednesday. I should be good to watch that. I think that'll be a good chat, that.
Aidan, I love we got notifications.
Oh, so it's hit and miss by the sounds of it.
But back from Bernard says, yes, I'm missing so many lives. Live viewers must be down as it's not showing at all. Very strange.
That's odd. But did you see the news that YouTube are reducing the quality of the videos or something? I don't know if it's just live streams or if it's actual videos that we're uploading.
No, because they've saying Netflix and stuff like that were doing it to help the internet suppliers.
Right. I'm not sure that's going to have any bloody difference.
The quality of the.
Is it really going to make a difference?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Pinbox is leaving. Bye. Thanks for
joining us. And if we don't see you again for next time, good luck with the move.
Yeah. So stay lovely and snuggly with the DVDs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying that. Keep an eye on Instagram, especially for our live shows. If you don't want to miss them, then.
Are we going to look at wrapping up? Because we've been on like an hour and a half, and I'm literally about to fall asleep.
Are we doing a live on Monday as well?
Since when did we start doing 2 lives a week?
Well, it's during the pandemic, isn't it?
During the coronavirus.
Yeah. Well, it gives something.
Do we need to do one on?
Right,
Monday,
put your
guys?
hands up. Put your hands up if you want us to do a live Monday night, or should we just not bother and see you next Saturday? I'm not worried.
Oh, this tumbleweed. Not giving people a chance to answer.
I'll do an Andrew, right? Put number one in the chat if you think we should go live again on Monday, or a number 2. A number 2.
If you think we're rubbish.
If you think we should just see you next Saturday. 1 or 2. 1 is if you want us back on a Monday. 2 for Saturday.
1. 2 shows due to popular demand, 2 nights a week. Now EastEnders and most soaps have been cancelled.
Oh yeah, that's true, isn't it?
I would say that we're back on Monday.
Okay. There you go. They see the people have spoken.
Catan saying 1 and 2. You can't do that. That's just confusing.
Catan's remained relatively quiet for this whole show.
And
He's now
sorry not to. He meant to put 1, not 2.
Okay, well, we'll do Monday night as well. We might as well. I mean, much else to do, have we? Apart from
Dad said, sorry, they've been quiet. They've just been watching. It's fine.
No,
don't worry. Oliver's been keeping us all going. Don't worry about it.
A gap in the market, apparently. Supply and demand. Yeah, okay.
That depends if Andrew's going to keep trying to do Zoom chats at the same time when we're about to do our lives. Andrew.
How dare you?
I fed you more than once. Oh, Catan says, sorry, I'll explain the reason why he's been quiet to do with the move from Ireland.
All right.
It's fine. We were only.
Don't even worry about it. I'm not fussed. You know, don't worry.
As long as you're all good, that's fine.
You're here. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So, shall we wrap it up?
Andrew says that chat room wasn't with resellers. We don't care. You wouldn't have been with us, Andrew. You're supposed to be one of our biggest fans.
You were advertising that in your group.
But we wouldn't have had Andrew with us either.
I know, yeah.
And we like having Andrew with us.
Yeah,
if Andrew was in his Zoom chat, he wouldn't have been with us. Don't leave us, Andrew. We love you. Right, let's go.
Oh, he did a group one at 7. That's what he's saying.
Well, Chris is gonna. You need to let him know. Chris is gonna come join you on one of your Zoom chats.
Okie doke. So, shall we call it a day?
Yes, let's call it a day.
Let's
Night,
call time on
evening.
our show. Hope you've enjoyed it. And as always, thanks very much for joining us.
Stay safe.
Yeah,
Germ
keep
free.
safe. And look after yourselves and each other.
Good night. Good evening.
Well,
And goodbye.
what's that meant to be?
It's Truman Show, isn't
No,
it?
you got that wrong.
Why? What is it?
Oh, God, what is it now?
It's good. And it's like, and if I don't see
If I don't
you.
see you, good
Okay.
afternoon, good evening, good night.
There we go.
And what was the quote from Jurassic Park? Life will find a way.
End.
Life will find a way.
Bye, folks.